Hi guys, I'm Dr. Donald Pelto. I'm a full-time podiatrist in Worcester, Massachusetts. Welcome to Podiatry Practice Mastery, where I help other podiatrists develop successful principles and skills in their private practice. I hope you find these videos simple and insightful, and I'd love to hear back from you. Okay, so please comment underneath these videos. Please subscribe to the page.
Hey guys, Don here. Welcome to Podiatry Practice Mastery. Last couple of weeks, we've been going over using my patient presentation tool. Last week, we went over using these things, which are called quick treatment checklist things. And if you watched the one last week, just don't buy 5,000 of them. Or if you want some of mine with my name, you can have them. I'll send them over to you. And then this week, we're going to talk about something that goes in conjunction with it. It's called Patient Education Genius. So let me tell you the backstory here. So I started using the patient presentations and it worked really well. But then I found out that patients wouldn't remember what I told them. So I was going through this presentation and I was writing it down, but they're still like, well, what did you say? What did you say with the presentation? What was in the presentation? They had all these questions about it. Can I have the presentation? And things like that. So let me just review the whole process that we went over so you can watch the previous videos before if you want to. So here are this is called the patient presentation tool. You can use this. It has the most common presentations. And I want to be clear, the most common ones I use are like Achilles tendonitis and Haglund's and hallux limitatus and nail fungus and plantar fasciitis. And with these presentations, when you show them to the patients, it shouldn't take you that long. You just pull up a screen in the treatment room, you save it to your browser. I have it saved up here in my browser. And then as I'm treating them, or as I'm showing them the presentation, I'm writing it my treatment evaluate with this little thing that's in my pocket. But then afterwards, I was having a hard time because I wanted to share stuff with the patient, and I didn't want to just do printouts. We used to just use printouts, and I think they just throw them away, and we're kind of a little more high tech than that. So let me show you what I did. This is my medical record, and this is a test patient. And within our medical record, this is something that you can do, but I currently have my scribe do it. And so as he's doing the note, I said, can you just send them my patient information stuff? And he knows what to give them. It might be my new patient welcome packet or my thing on plantar fasciitis. So let me explain how this works. So you do third-party applications, and this can integrate into any EMR, and it doesn't even need an EMR. You can just open up the website. The benefit of having it from an EMR is that it pulls in the email and the cell phone number of the patient. So that's the benefit of the EMR, is it pulls in that. So you can open up just this website called patienteducationgenius.com. You can put in their cell phone, you just ask them for their cell phone, and you ask them for their email, and that's how you do it. So this is it. And in here, it's kind of a neat thing because they have a lot of like generic material that I don't really use. These are my favorites, and some of these probably shouldn't be my favorites, so I'm gonna remove these from my favorites. But the most common ones that I use here are my patient education courses, my shoe buying guide. I'm sending them a link for to do my YouTube. I have my post-op surgery information. So I have a lot of these right here. My little welcome message. So I have a lot of things. The most common one that I use is my my welcome, the new patient welcome video. So when a patient comes in for plantar fasciitis, new patient, they're going to get, number one, they're going to get my new patient introduction, and then what I do, I might send them my shoe buying guide or anything like that. But then I go down, and they're in alphabetical order based on their diagnosis. And I'm doing it a little bit different now. I'll explain what I used to do. They put in a ton of stuff in here, and so I used to send them all these links. Okay, and so what you'll see here are different types of links. This is a 14-day plantar fasciitis home study course, telestretch, my plantar fasciitis treatment process. This is the one I use now. I used to have a whole bunch of stuff in here, but I've realized the more links I sent them, the less that they did. Okay, I think you can kind of imagine that as well. And so I would send them just two things. I try to send them two things, like the new patient welcome packet and then my treatment process. So what this means is I click send, and so normally with the EMR it'll pull in their information. So I'm going to do both of these. Okay, I'm going to put in my email, and then I'm also going to put in my cell phone. So just don't call me on the phone. Okay. And so I'm going to put both of those in there, and I'm going to show you how this works. So I just sent it. Okay, and the cool thing is within the EMR, if you go back to the EMR here, it documents that it just sent out that patient education information. So it documents this in the chart. So in case they forget what links I sent them the new patient packet, and I sent them this link. So let me show you. First, I'm going to show you on my phone what I got. So what you're going to see here is you got a new message from Dr. Donald Pelto, and if I click this message, it pulls in this little link here from Dr. Donald Pelto from Central Mass Podiatry sent you something here, and you can hit stop to unsubscribe. And if you click that, it's going to pull up my browser, and it has my nice little picture of me. The first thing it has here is something called a chat bot. So it's going to ask for Central Mass Podiatry, Dr. Donald Pelto, yes. And then would you mind giving a review? So it's the first thing it does is ask for a review, which is kind of a cool thing. And then right here, you're going to find these two little red things right here. So it has new patient introduction video and then plantar fasciitis treatment. So the new patient introduction video, if they click that, what it's going to do, it's going to go to my introductory video on the website. That's kind of cool, right? And so they can watch my new patient introductory video. And then the next thing is it's going to have the plantar fasciitis process. So with that, all that is a web page. It's a web page with a video about plantar fasciitis. So they're going to get that to their cell phone. So it's kind of a cool thing. And then also on the bottom of the page, it's going to be very similar for all of them. For each doctor, they get a different. Not all the other doctors are going to have my head, right? So each doctor is going to have their head on the front with the logo. And then underneath, there's a place where you can give a Google review, my Amazon store, my YouTube, and then this is HIPAA secure, the correct HIPAA secure texting number that we didn't have in the other my papers that I use. Okay, so that's on the phone. Okay, and now I'm going to show you in what it looks like in the email. So here is my email, and you can see it's the same thing. It kind of looks like that. So here's a message from Dr. Donald Pelto, and that this is my face when I had more hair. Okay, now I have less. Actually, I have more hair now because I just did a hair transplant, but this was when I had like less hair. But I think I look about the same. I don't think I aged that much. And then you can see here, view the message. So you'll see new patient intro treatment, foot treatment process. Those two things. Here are the things asking for a review, and here are the other links. Now the cool thing about this is if they don't look at this, if they don't click view, it's going to keep sending this back, I think 2 or 3 times until they view everything. So it kind of bugs them. So you can click that, and they can click that. And then the other thing with patient education G is if you want, which none of us have time to do, you could go look at and see if they've looked at the stuff that you sent. So I have no interest in doing this just because I just don't have time to look and see. But let me show you. So another way of logging in is you can log in right like this, and I think you can't see my password. And you can log in. It's the same thing right here. And then there's this thing called tracking. So in the tracking, you can like see who's looked at stuff and what you're sent, how much stuff you sent out. And they send you this like weekly report as well. So it's called Patient Education Genius. And I'm not going to wait for it because I don't have patience for it. The other cool thing, though, let me share this, is that I have a Teams folder. So you can register all your staff. They're not going to be connected to a specific doctor. So when they send stuff, they're going to have to choose what doctor it's for. Okay, and you can put in staff material. So the whole idea here is with the we have an error here. Let me go back to this other one. So with the staff material, let me go back up here. With the team material, this is the team stuff. Okay, gout treatment stuff, hallux limitus, midfoot treatment process. This is for my team. This is for my team, and it's for my scribe. So if you go down here, I've made special stuff for my scribe. His name is Morali. So for Morali, he's got all of these things in here, so he can send these to patients on my behalf. So when he sends things, it comes as if it's from me. So he is sending the information, and it's from me. So anyway, that's kind of the whole process of how we do these things with patient presentations in the office. So we show the presentation. I write on a little piece of paper, and then Morali sends them the information, and then Morali does all the dictation, all the documentation, everything like that. So if you want to learn more about patient presentations, go to patientpresentations.com. I'm working on a kind of a done for you. I was going to say dumb. No, a done for you service. The reason for that is it's just such a pain to do all this. You guys do not know how many hours I've put in making all this content and messing up and things like that. So I'm trying to put together something that's reasonable, that's done for you. If you are interested, please shoot me an email, don@podiatrypracticemastery.com. I'm working with another great guy named Brian, and we're kind of working on this whole process. So might be available soon. I will let you know when it is, and put your comments. Love to hear more if you guys found this helpful. Thanks.